quick word on Mohammed Shami. Extremely important member of the Indian Test team, has been out for a while with injury. First showing to did you manage to get a look at him today? How he was looking for at the Ranji game?
No, I haven't watched him bowl, even though it was available on live telly. But I heard he bowled 10 overs, which is a very good sign. You got to understand, they batted first. Shami's team batted first. Bengal batted first, got all out, and then in reply, the opponents were 100 for 1, in which Shami has bowled 10 overs, which tells you that he wants to bowl a lot, which is again a very, very good sign.
Yeah, he's no spring chicken, right? Obviously, he's advanced in years, and Zach, you'll tell us that. Everybody knows that as you get older, recovery becomes kind of harder, coming back becomes harder. But talk us through a little bit about how difficult it will be for him after his injury to come back like this.
Well, it's a process. Every time you have a major setback, you got to just control the controllables. Is something which you'll be thinking at this stage. You got to listen to your body. Even if you want to go out and bowl 25 overs, you can't do that. So you got to listen to the physios, the trainers. There's a whole roadmap nicely structured for you. So you just got to follow those steps, and every day you just got to keep on pushing that envelope. So that's usually how the process goes.
Yeah.
Now at times it gets frustrating because whatever we've been hearing from Shami's recovery progress, it's the ankle surgery which he has undergone.
Yeah.
But the knee is started to flare up. So that is something different which has come out after the surgery in his post-surgery rehab, which can be frustrating at times. So it's just about he would want to be part of that Australian tour, and that's what he's doing everything possible. So this is a box ticked, I would say, nicely. If you bowl 10 overs, the next day matters even more.
Yeah.
So everyone must be right now keeping their fingers crossed that how does he pull up the next day? Whether he's able to do it again. And if he's able to do that, then it's a great positive. That it's just a step in the right direction. He can keep building on that. You're talking about Shami, isn't it? You have the experience, you have the numbers, you know what he can do.
Yeah.
And that's why you want him back as early as possible, and that's the reason he wants to come back on the field as soon as possible.
Interesting what you're saying about he wants to be in Australia. He's not alone. There's about 1 billion other people who also want him to be in Australia because of his showing.
I was just going to ask Zach actually. So now that he's played the one match and he'll probably most likely get through it nicely. But then he only has the Syed Mushtaq Ali to follow. Considering there's no 4-day game after that, do you think it's better off sending him to Australia and making sure he's okay there, or do you think it's better he plays a couple more T20 games?
It's just about building the workload. Just about getting that many overs under his belt. So once he's done that, I'm sure kind of just trying to think that how the roadmap is going to be for him. It's just about making sure that he's able to increase the number of overs bowled in a day. Because for a test match, that's the crucial part, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know how many overs you're going to bowl in an innings. And that's something which you have to be prepared for. And 120% fitness is something which he would want to be at for him to make the comeback.
Yeah.
So once he plays one game, that is going to give him a lot of confidence. After that, then you can create a simulation and keep building it. If Syed Mushtaq Ali is going to be there, 4 overs is definitely not going to help. For him, if he has to be part of the test setup and be preparing for that, then he'll have to bowl at least 15, 17 overs before he says that, okay, I'm ready to play the test match.
It's such a good point, DK, that you make, because 4 overs, like Zach is saying, is not going to help, right? It won't tell you anything. Maybe see this one game, wait a couple of days, see if there's any flare-ups, scans are all clear. Just put him on the plane and the team there can just figure it out. They're the best position then to figure out.
Absolutely, because he is a very, very important part of the bowling attack. A bowling attack in Australia with Shami, without Shami is 2 different things altogether. So if he goes there, I think they will take care of him well there. And if you do look at his stats, it's very obvious what an impact he has for Team India every time he stepped on Australian shores to do what he's done, right up there with some of the best that's ever been there.
I just want to, 1 second, Kapil Dev at 51 wickets in 11 games. Let's just, for a moment, just look at that as well. And then, because everybody knows the other names, but the younger viewers will be very pleasantly surprised and happy to see that. Sorry,
the first test that India ever won in Australia was thanks to Kapil Dev. And, he was, as we all know, what a legend he is. But speaking about Shami now, it only makes sense for him to go to Australia soon after this test. If, as Zach said, 2 days, just need to wait, see everything is okay, probably go to NCA, just check in, everything is okay. put him on a flight, send him there where they can monitor his workloads, and even if not playing the Perth test, for sure be ready for the day and night test. Because after that, all he's going to be playing in India for the next 3 weeks would be T20s.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to get too much value considering you want him there for the test matches. So if I'm right, that's what they would be looking to do as well.